What's up, guys? I must be a little crazy, man. I'm out here on the Potomac. It's like 40 degrees. The wind is 15 to 20 with 25 to 30 gusts. I already took a dip right at the ramp. So my hands are cold, but I have my dry suit on, so I'm good, man. I'm good. If you're out here, man, always have the right gear for the conditions. I really should not be out here. But I wanted to see what Occoquan was like because I have an upcoming tournament, and I wanted to know if it's a place you can go to get protected from the wind, because usually these March and early April tournaments, there's a lot of wind. So right now, so far so good, but I just want to do a tournament walkthrough or a walkthrough of my rig for 2023. If you guys don't know, I have the NuCanoe Unlimited, and it's rigged out. I'm gonna start in the front and work my way to the back and tell you everything that I have on the rig. All right, here is the NuCanoe Unlimited. Starting in the front, you have to start with the big dog, the Motor Guide XI3. That's the way to go for me. I mean, you can get a Torpedo or something else, but I have mine rigged with the Motor Guide with the GPS. You want to make sure you get the marine toe plugs. There's some other good plugs out there, but marine toe is going to protect your unit from burning out. So that's always a good option to have. I went with the the NuCanoe storage pod. I'm thinking of my other kayak, and I have it rigged with lights, as you can see. Got the green and red lights. Got the Lowrance TI9 on here, which is great. I thought I couldn't reach it from this position on the pod, but it actually is pretty comfortable, so it's not bad at all. Now inside, it's not very great with the wiring, but I have a 50 amp outdoors battery that runs my lights and runs my Lowrance unit. I have my goodies, which are my tools, spare parts like props, pins, batteries. Got a first aid kit. Always got to have a screwdriver. I have some other tools in this bag too. This is a waterproof bag that I keep all my stuff in. I have the wiring, the NEMA 2000. I have it rigged for that. I have all my wires and stuff running inside into the pod going straight to the battery. So that's a new thing that I have for this year. This is working out great so far. All right. Now, something new that I added is foot steering, which is, I'm in love with it. I think this is great. It is so smooth, and it's simple. It's just a cord that runs all the way to the back, and it controls your rudder, turns it left and right. And there's another cord up front with a handle on it that I use to pull up the rudder when I need to. NuCanoe has a lot of little places where you can store things. Like I like to keep my baits and stuff right here. You can fit a 3600 box in there, and as you can see, you got gear tracks going all throughout the length of the boat. So it really does make rigging this boat unlimited. I mean, you can do so many things with it. I have my transducer hanging off the side there. I have my micro power pole button stored right here. I don't have it on today, but with a river system or something like that, I'll probably switch out the rudder and go with the power pole. But they do have these little panels right here that you can cut holes inside with wires and stuff. One of the best things about this boat is the seat. folds down when you want to do some sight fishing. This is the kicker. It spins 360 degrees. My black pack is in the way, but it spins 360 degrees. I just have to move it up a little bit and I can get that 360 spin going on, which is really good. You can sit and fish out the side of the boat and whatnot, so I think that's great. Moving to the back here, of course, I got the old school backpack. I got 8 rod holders on here. I usually carry 8. Today I got 6. I'm not going to be doing too much fishing today. Carry inside. And excuse the wind because it's dusting out here. I got my plastics. I got my 3600s. Got my flag. More plastics. And that's about it. This little doodad right here is for my measuring board, my catch measuring board. During tournaments, I keep it locked in right there. And moving to the back, the big dog here. This is the 100 amp hour eco-worthy battery that I have inside this Newport Vessel battery case. I like this battery case because it has a battery indicator on there, which I don't use, but the main thing is that it has a breaker on here. You got your USB ports, you got your cigarette lighter port there, but the biggest thing about this and the modification that I added to it was right there, a battery indicator. Lets me know where I'm at, how much battery I burned. Any time of day, I just look back there, I can see, okay, I'm at 71.9%. I'm really at 100. Last time I came off the water, I didn't reset the button to 100, but you know, it was at 74, so I burned about 3 amp hours already. I didn't go that far there, but this battery will last all day long. And all this battery does is run the XI3 motor guide. That's it. It's just dedicated to that. And of course I ran the 8 gauge or the 6 gauge, I can't remember, the biggest wire I can get. I ran it from the front of the boat all the way to right here. So that Marinco plug, when it plugs into a wire that comes all the way back here, and then it comes out and it supplies the juice for the motor. So this is what I use when I'm running tournaments, just fun fishing. This battery will last you all day, sometimes 2 days, it just depends. But you can go 8 to 10 hours with this and still have battery life left over. I've been out here on the Potomac and fished the whole tournament and still had 50% battery life left. And I went about 10 or 11 miles, so this battery goes. It's definitely the way to go. Of course, you got your storage hatch back here. You can see, definitely keep that close. All right, this mount right here I use for my camera. I have a Yak Attack pole that goes right here, and I usually put my little GoPro camera and have it run from the back, so you'll see this view right here. I have another one that I can stick in the front, but I haven't used that yet. All right. Of course, I already went over the rudder. That's the last thing right there. And then you have your drain plug, which is key. If you ever get some water inside your boat, you can always just unplug that and tip it over and it all comes out the side. So yeah, this is what I'm running. And then especially in conditions like this, a rudder really comes in handy. It really does. So, oh yeah, and the last thing, I overlook this all the time, but it's most important, is right here, your paddles. It has a built-in paddle holder on both sides, so you don't have to buy anything extra to hold your paddle. It goes conveniently right there on the side of the boat, and it comes in handy time and time again. So all right guys, that's my rig for 2023. This is what I'm running for the 2023 season. And this is it. So if you're in the market, you're looking to get a new canoe, this is some of the things that you can do with it rigging wise. You can also rig a motor off the back. That's why they call it the Unlimited. You can really do anything, any kind of configuration. You can pretty much do it. You know, I chose to go with the rudder, the XI3 in the front, but a lot of guys get the Newport vessel or the torpedo to put off the back. And it's just so many ways you can rig it, man. It's just all to your personal preference. So that's why I love it. So this is the way I like to fish. This is perfect for me. And yep, that's it, guys. Signing off from the Potomac. Mighty Potomac out here in Occoquan. Woo. 18 3/4. All right, we got you. All right, big homie, don't let you go. Thanks for the memories.